chasing money, chase mastery. Because if you become a master of something, naturally people are going to gravitate towards you.
And guys, this is no brand new news, right? The system knows this. The system's designed for the fast money culture, the comparison culture, the quick rich, the get money, the this, the that, right? But instead, you need to put yourself in a position where you're doing the complete opposite.
People think, chasing money because they think money is the prize. But you are the prize. You are the prize. Don't ever forget it. Money comes and it goes.
100%. And when you're scared, when you're desperate, you make bad decisions. You go into those quick sort of get rich quick schemes, or those pyramid schemes, or those quick money schemes, and you end up making bad decisions, or even jobs that you hate.
Chasing money is the fastest way to stay broke. Why? Because the harder you chase it, the faster it runs away from you.
And have you ever noticed those people who actually chase the dollar, who chase the pound signs, are still stressed, still anxious, and are still always behind? But the people who are disciplined, educate themselves, and build up their knowledge, somehow money finds them and is well attracted.
What we learn is that money is a side effect of the person you become. And this is something that we've learned over the years that we now want to share with you.
And in this episode, we're going to be breaking down step by step exactly what the negatives are of chasing money and how that will keep you behind, and how money can follow you instead.
And by the end of this episode, we know how to stop exactly chasing money and how to attract money, or be the person that money is attracted to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are the Unplug podcast, like I said 555 million times. Indeed. We are here to help you unplug from societal norms so you can live life on your best terms.
Indeed. We are for the entrepreneurs. We are for the solopreneurs.
Tell them again.
Are you chasing money?
Probably.
I'm going to ask that again. Are you chasing money?
Likely.
We're going to teach you how to be the type of person that money is attracted to. So come on this journey, guys. Let's go.
Let's go. So what are we talking about today?
Before we start, we are on the road to
5,000.
Let's call it 10.
Why not?
10,000 subscribers.
I obviously missed the meeting.
Let's set the bar high.
10K subscribers, guys. So please make sure you're liking, you're sharing, and you're subscribing, please. Big fat red button so you always get notified. I'm trying to do you a favor.
We're just trying to share the sauce, share the juice, and help you to become the highest version of yourself.
Let's go.
Now, I want to kick off this episode to say to you guys that most people don't realize, but chasing more money comes from fear. It comes from feeling like you don't have enough. It comes from feeling like you're not enough. It comes from feeling like you don't have enough. And it also comes from trying to keep up with the Joneses.
100%. And when you're scared, when you're desperate, you make bad decisions. You go into those quick sort of get rich quick schemes, or those pyramid schemes, or those quick money schemes, and you end up making bad decisions, or even jobs that you hate.
And the scariest thing is, when you start to chase money, you become blind to the things that actually create money. It's almost like you have your blinkers on and you're not actually able to see what are the real things that will put money in your pocket.
100%. And most importantly, you ignore your health. You ignore the people around you. Your confidence starts to drop. Your perspective on life also starts to change for the worse.
Money eludes most people, not because you're not good enough, but you're aiming after the wrong target.
And guys, this is no brand new news, right? The system knows this. The system's designed for the fast money culture, the comparison culture, the quick rich, the get money, the this, the that, right? But instead, you need to put yourself in a position where you're doing the complete opposite.
Cool. So getting a bit personally now, I just want to speak about my sort of personal journey of being someone, when I was a little bit younger, there was a period in my life, everything I did was about just chasing money. And I think that's probably what got me into sort of gambling at a young age. It was just the buck. Chasing the quick wins. I think for me, I've had about 5 different businesses, bro. Like jumping from idea to idea, just really moving without purpose, always stressed, always feeling like I'm behind, and just being kind of a scatterbrain. But I think, a moment changed for me when I realized that we always say, if nothing changes,
nothing changes,
right? So there was a light bulb moment when I felt to myself, if I want different things, I have to do different things. And that starts with changing your identity. I have to build almost like, or be a person that, attracts money. So someone who is, disciplined, someone who is, hardworking, someone who is persistent, someone who learns high income skills, someone who surrounds herself with the right type of people, becoming that person, changing her identity so money, comes after you as opposed to you coming after money.
No, I really like that. I feel like with myself as well, in very much my early teens, I was just very, very money hungry. And don't get me wrong, there's still an element of that guy today because I still think like money talks. I always have a massive respect for money. And you need to respect money to be able to understand how to work and how to treat money.
Question, where does that come from?
I think it comes from an upbringing or an environment of comparison ultimately where you feel like you have less. And then when you're in an environment where you feel you have less, naturally you want to acquire more. How do we acquire more of anything? 99% of anything these days is via money. So naturally for me to have more, I need to make money. And for me to have more of more, I need to make more money. So I feel like that, coupled with, my environment, my upbringing and how we sort of came and moved to the UK, I feel like that was just an immediate thing. If I want to change my situation to have abundance, I need to make more money. And that's the only thing. And I feel like by having that mentality, again, like you said, it just put the blinkers on. I was just chasing the cash. And I'm sure we'll get into it, later on in the pod. But I feel like every single time I was just so money hungry, I never made any money. Like I made money, but I never made money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Money, like life-changing money.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like I never made money like, I can leave my job now. Or, okay, cool, this is like a crazy money. Like it was just always like quick little dribs and drabs of stuff, like, And I think that was like a big, sort of setback for myself. And I was just constantly thinking, flipping out, I guess this working thing is all I have. Right?
Totally. No, cool. No, I agree. I think, like I said, for me previously, just when you chase money, it's like you just kind of go after anything. And if you're going after anything, you lack purpose. And I feel the light bulb moment for me, like I said, was when I realized that I kind of needed to change who I was. I needed to become a person that attracted money, and I had to go away and think about what does someone who attracts money look like. Like I said, they're more, they're disciplined, they are persistent, they are consistent, they constantly learn, they constantly develop themselves, they look for problems, they solve problems, and I think the moment I did that, everything changed for me. I was able to go from someone who just jumped from one idea to the other to now being able to grow a business over the last sort of 3.5 years and bring it to the level that it's at. But that did require a change in thinking and how I looked at money.
110%. And I think naturally that sort of segues into sort of like our first kind of like main practical element, right? Which is in terms of, okay, cool, if we're not chasing money, what are we chasing instead? And I feel like the biggest part for me in terms of what you should chase is excellence, right? And if we chase excellence, money is just simply a byproduct,
Indeed.
right? So, like John said, like chasing discipline, chasing consistency, chasing like resilience, I feel like all these different like, positive aspects of the type of person you want to become, money's a natural byproduct,
No, 100%. Like you said, chasing money, chase mastery. Because if you become a master of something, naturally people are going to gravitate towards you, especially if the mastery you've developed is helping them solve a problem that they have in their life. The money will come. It will come. Nice. I think the second, sort of mindset shift for me, and something that took me a while to get my head around, was, chasing happiness. And I know happiness sounds fluffy, it sounds airy fairy, but fluffiness is strategic. I realize when I chase happiness, when I'm happy, I make better decisions. I'm able to look at things, in a more, I don't know, I don't want to say neutral, but I'm more just have a better outlook, on things. I'm able to attract better opportunities, meet people, So strive for happiness. Happiness sets the bar, happiness sets the tone. We make better choices, we make better decisions. And when we're happy, we're at our best version.
100%. And even just adding to that, I think with happiness as well, happiness sets the standard, right? With happiness, okay, cool, maybe, for this current period, Sunday's family time. I don't conduct any business on a Sunday. It's family time. This is my deep think time, or this is like my, my self-therapy time. This is my self-help time where I'm just spending some time to myself to just recharge my brain, right? And I feel like the more happier you are, and the better like your happiness levels are. Like you said, you make better decisions, whether that be personally or whether that be in business as well. So I think it all sort of like streamrolls very clearly or very easily into that success, right?
And then, you know, shift number 3, we're talking about chase winning, guys. Like, winning is a big moment, and winning could be little things that just compound. It could be going to the gym every day. It could be going for your walks. It could be reading that book. It could be just a small win. Doing something that you said you was going to do and doing it, that is a win, because eventually over time that compounds, that builds confidence, that builds self-esteem, that builds belief. And belief is something you definitely need. If you're going to achieve any level of success, you need to believe in you, believe in yourself, believe in your capabilities, and yeah, everything else will follow after that.
110%. And I feel like naturally when you sort of stack this confidence, right, it attracts a certain demographic of people. Like a lot of rich and successful people are all naturally confident, even though they might be sort of, you know, introverted or whatever, but in their specific niche, when they're talking about what they're talking about, you can see like they just exude confidence, right? It rubs off, and naturally money will just follow them, right? And like John said, like the more you stack and you compound this confidence, naturally that byproduct of money will naturally flow alongside with you. Indeed. Right? And the more and more you stack confidence, right, naturally you will sort of exude it. And again, money will be a byproduct. And one thing that there's a guy called, I can't remember his name, but he runs a channel called School of Hard Knocks, where he just interviews like loads of billionaires and millionaires, right? And one question that he often always asks these millionaires and these billionaires, he says, did you ever think you were going to be successful or you're going to make £1 billion by the time you touch 40 or 50 years old? And they said, yeah. I didn't know how, but I know for certain I would. And like, if you watch all of his interviews, you can even just watch 5 random ones back to back. All of them have the same thing. The same thing.
Yeah.
So there's a common theme here: confidence, right?
Or delusion.
Yeah. Either or, right? But they all have it. That seems to be a common trend.
Yeah.
Right. So naturally, I'm not talking like you need to be like the most boisterous person, walk into the room, collect all the girl number. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about that. But like just in your own niche, confident in yourself. Right? With the ability of whether you want to service people or to productize, right? And I feel like that is the one core skill, multiplied with consistency, of course, I think. It's going to be a natural byproduct for you to be able to achieve that wealth that you deserve.
Yeah, and I want to go back to delusion. We laughed, but I almost feel, bro, like you have to be deluded somewhat to be where you are now and think that you can achieve the things that you feel you can achieve or want to achieve. Like, you know, we're both sat here and I know we both want to get to some serious level and heights, and we're not there right now. And sometimes I think about the things that I want to achieve and it's quite scary. And I almost feel like, yeah, you have to be
scared though.
You have to be scared.
You have to be scared.
You have to be scared. But I also feel, because you haven't achieved it, you almost are deluded to think you can achieve it.
Yeah.
But I think that's what makes it exciting. That's what makes it fun. Like, that's what we love about the challenge. It's a challenge.
Yeah,
it's like a game.
It's a game.
It's a game, and we're always trying to level up every day. You clock level 1, let's move to level 2. You clock level 2, let's move to level 3. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna throw in delusion because I think I'm deluded to think some of the things that I can achieve, but I'm going to go for them anyway.
Yeah, because it's against the norm when you think what we're doing, right? Like we're talking top 1% kind of stuff, like what we're trying to achieve, the numbers that we talk about in our masterminds and what we're trying to do. Like it's very, very far stretch. And that's why another thing as well, you also need to be very mindful who you share your goals and your aspirations and your dreams with. Because a lot of, you know, not to sound rude, but a lot of like more, I don't want to say common people, but like people who are very sort of standard with that, you know, societal norms.
People haven't been unplugged.
People haven't watched Simply.
Simply,
right? They will be like, "Are you sure? That sounds like a lot. Like, why not just do this?" Or like, is that safe? Like, that sounds a bit risky, John.
We call them Jeremiahs.
I've not heard of that one. I said Jeremiahs.
They're called Jeremiahs. People who you bring ideas to, and because they don't have the same level of thinking, because they haven't developed a growth mindset, their mind can't comprehend what it is you're saying you're going to do and you're going to achieve. We've been there.
I like that. So
we've been there.
Don't be Jeremiah's, guys.
Don't be Jeremiah's, man. Don't be Jeremiah's, man.
I like that.
So, cool. I love that, guys. But yeah, I think the essence of this particular episode, guys, was to remind yourself, you know, obviously money is important, you know, but build an identity that money is attracted to. Like I said, build the discipline, build the high income skills, build the consistency, build the circle, build a network of people, you know, be that person that money is attracted to. And I promise you, money will come. It will come.
Naturally,
bro.
naturally. But yeah, that was a solid episode. I can't lie. But guys, if you're joining us for the first time, this is a part of the show where we call Plug Bites, where John and I read/share something that we found moving, very much on topic of what we've discussed.
So my one reads, and this is my number one mentor. He's dead, but he's my mentor because I listen to him pretty much every day and read his books. And this one is from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says, success is something you attract by the person you become. And that there says everything. Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person. So people think, chasing money because they think money is the prize. But you are the prize. You are the prize. Don't ever forget it. Money comes and it goes.
Yeah.
But if you build up and, develop yourself into a person who, attracts money, you'll never be broke. Build yourself and the money will come. It's inevitable.
Yeah, 100%. No, I really like that. I had one, but I quickly had to fish out another quote just because on very much what John said about delusional and I'm being a bit delulu. And I feel like it's it's very much needed. And this one is from Samuel Newell, right? Big guy in the e-commerce space, makes multis. And he said, how big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? Right? And I feel like, again, like with a lot of us, like fear is what's holding a lot of us back, right? The fear, the doubt, right? But if you dream with that aspect of being that delusional to what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do, you will consistently dream. Like John said, like it's scary. Like it's actually scary. What we're trying to achieve, what we're trying to do, even with this podcast, what we want to do, right? The places that we want to take it to, it's scary. It's not been done before, right? So if your dreams don't scare you, are you really dreaming hard enough? It's the question you need to ask yourself.
Indeed. So guys, freedom isn't about getting richer. It might feel like that, but it's about becoming the highest version of yourself, becoming the best 2.0, 3.0, 6.0, whatever it is, whatever, the best version of you looks like. Just try. Just get up every day and try and be better 1%. And that 1% will compound. And in 365 days, 2026 is around the corner. Who knows what you can achieve? Who knows what is possible? The possibilities are endless.
100%. But guys, I really hope you appreciate this episode. I think this was super, super solid. I feel like in the last sort of couple of weeks, as we're sort of veering off to the end of the year, we've really been attacking you guys with mentality, attacking you guys with the type of person that you need to become to be the person you deserve to be, right? So guys, please don't let this video go over your head. Please rewatch it, rewind it, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you tell your dad, tell his mistress. Please.
Don't ever forget her.
Don't ever forget her.
She plays a key role.
Trust me. All right, cool guys. As always, love.
Elevate.